Have a date here. I think it's going to be a very interesting evening. I'd like to go ahead and start this off with Ray. If Ray can give us the Black Dog update. Here, Ray. Here, Ray. Ray. Here, Ray. Ray, did I catch you by surprise? All right. All right. There he is. Everybody give Ray a big applause. Yeah. A microphone here. For you, sir.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Sorry it's so warm out, but it's not too bad in here. Keep these. Hang on. That's better. We'll keep these doors closed and keep this air moving around here. It'll be about the best we get. Um, I'm always here for you guys on Wednesdays. Thank you so much. But tonight, the big hefe's here. Old Tony Gaples, owner of Black Dog, driver of the 33. Making his rare appearance and hanging out with us tonight. So always good to have Tony here. And like I said, thanks for Tony for giving us such a nice place to work, and also for being able to host you guys every Wednesday, third Wednesday of the month, something like that, 12 times a year, something. Yeah. We've not been out racing since the last time you saw us. I think the Toyota was fully damaged the last time we were here. Ooh, it's talking. Um, And of course, it's back from the body shop now, so it's mostly together. We've got a couple things yet to do to it, but it's looking in pretty good shape now. So, and the McLaren came unscathed from the last event, where we won both races. So that one was pretty easy. And we don't run for another 6 weeks or so. I think it's 6 weeks. Is that what we talked about earlier? 6 weeks. About 6 weeks from now. End of August. Yeah, we run at Road America. So come on up to Road America and see us up there. They have a nice Corvette park. Even though we're running a McLaren, you can bring your Corvette. That's always nice. But yeah, so like I said, we've not been out, so we just been here hanging out and selling cars and doing all that stuff. So thanks for coming. Anybody got anything for me? Anybody? No? You good? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. And this evening we have a couple of very special guests we'd like to welcome, and I'd like to have Jerry come up. Everybody knows Jerry.
Does anybody know what the distance from Chicago to Australia is? It's 9,232 miles. So if you had a C1, it would take you a while to get down there. But we got some special people that came up from Australia, and we've known Wendy and Murray Freeman since in the 90s because of NCRS, and they have been instrumental in the Corvette hobby, and he's in charge of a director of the group down there in Australia, and he's got a club down there. And so if you're ever going down to Australia, you got to make sure you look him up. But I asked him if he would come to our meeting tonight and give us some things, some ideas, not just about Corvettes, but kangaroos and the koala bears and all that they have down there. And they kind of speak the same language, pretty close. But Wendy's been involved with Corvettes for a long time, and he and Wendy have been traveling around, and they're going to be traveling around the whole United States. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Wendy or Murray Freeman to give a little talk. And if you have any questions regarding Australia, feel free to ask him. Like, you like kangaroo meat, though, right? Yeah, okay.
Hi guys, thanks Jerry. I've been coming to America the better part since 2003. I started NCRS Australia. That's where we met these guys as well, and it's been great. We've got a reasonable sized chapter, 145 members. The good thing about it is the friendship you have, and I can see it's here as well. This Corvette car is just a medium to meet people, and the friends we've got and had, or still got throughout America is just incredible. It's been hard. It's getting harder and harder to travel. There's a thing called old age, and it's catching up with us pretty quickly. But no, we still really enjoy it. Wendy and I have got 6 Corvettes, 2 older cars, a 31 Tourer, a 31 Coupe and a 32 Tourer. So we really enjoy the vehicles and get a lot of fun out of it. Not much else I can say except we've really enjoyed coming here. You guys are really friendly, and we always love coming over. But it's a long way, 12 hours to LA, and then another 3.5 or 4 hours to here. So it's a fair bit in travelling, and the time difference is the big thing. Sort of knocks you around for about 3 or 4 days. Well, we only got here 2 days ago, I think it was. But no, enjoyable and really love it. And when Jerry said come along and to our club, I said that's awesome. Just love to see it. That's great. They're a great couple. We've known them for many years. Done lots of road tours with them, and in NCRS, the main thing is I've really enjoyed was seeing America through the road tours. You get off the tracks and you see so much. And I've done more of America than I have of Australia. Australia, you just jump on a plane and fly. You don't bother driving from there to, like, from Sydney to Perth, which is east to west, is the same from LA to New York. Australia's a little bit bigger than America. Everyone lives on the east coast, west coast, and down the bottom. A little bit across the top, nothing in the middle whatsoever. The Nullarbor is one hell of a big area, except emus, kangaroos, and wallabies and other animals live out there, but no one really lives in the centre. Yeah, mate? You've got to get a import approval, $52. It's not the big problem we've got over importing the car is asbestos, and getting cars into, especially the older cars, if they've got asbestos, it's an absolute nightmare. We're on 0%, which some of the early cars, it's impossible to get. That's the biggest hurdle, is the asbestos. We're lucky with the latest cars, there's no asbestos in them whatsoever. Shipping is about, depends, if you want to share a container, it's probably $2,500. If you want to do a 40-footer on your own or a 20 on the own, it's $6 or $7 grand. You're paying GST, which is 10% of the value of the car. You're paying 35% luxury car tax, anything over $62,000. Then on top of that, you've got 5% duty. So the C8 right now the cost is about $189,000. The Z06 is pulling the better part of $245,000, $250,000. right-hand drive, of course, which is awesome. 25 years and older can stay left-hand. Anything younger, it's got to be converted. So trying to get a C4 in there right now. Even the early ones are okay, up to 91 still qualifies for import, but if you try to bring in a 92, 3, 4 or 5, you've got to get it converted, you know. Yep. Yeah, it's rolling. So each year they the big thing is just you try and keep the car keeping the car left-hand drive is the most important thing. I've got a Silverado truck which we use as a tow-around vehicle. The conversion on that truck was $75,000. So the conversion cost on a C7 is $85,000. They don't do C8s now because the C8s are right-hand drive. So, you know, the cost of the cars is really bad. The thing that kills us the most is our luxury car tax. You know, you're buying, say you buy a Z06 63, you're paying, what, $500,000? 67,000 is non-taxable. Anything above is 35%. So, you know, it blows the car out quite price-wise. Petrol is around about $2.90, $3 a litre. So that's, what, $12 a gallon. It's 94%. Or 98%, so it's reasonable high octane. But you know, it's like everything else. The LPG or the gas used to be 15 cents a litre, and it's now gone up to sort of $2.80, $2, nearly as dear as petrol, which is ridiculous. But anyway, that's the government. But yep. 63, 64, 66, 67, 90, 2023. Had a 65, we sold that, but now we're... Saban? Yeah, to pay the tax, that's right. Wendy and I are into C2s. We love the C2 range. Yes, mate? Yeah. It's 94, which is no ethanol, 98, no ethanol, or you get the ethanol, which is a 92 plus ethanol. So I don't use it, so it's like anything else. When the car's not set up for it, it'll wreck the car quite easy. Yeah. Sorry? Me? I owned a supermarket maintenance company Australia-wide. So we were looking after supermarkets, delis, meat processing plants, stuff like that. So we sold the company 5 years ago, and it took them 2 years to bankrupt it, but we had our money, so that was the best thing about it. So it's the typical thing, you know. I hope I'm not going to offend anyone, but you know, once bean counters get involved into a business, accountants, they've got no customer sense, you know, and they just lost all contracts and bingo, they're out the door, you know. Any more? There's a mob called GMSV, General Motors Special Vehicles. You order the car through them. You only get 8 options: wheels, brake colours, internal LT1, 2 or 3. The cars come automatically with a front lift. If you don't, you can't order one without the front lift. Not that you'd want to, but every car has front lift on it. Not a lot of choices. You place the order with them, and then they place the order overseas, and then it goes through Bowling Green and comes out. I was quite surprised. I was glad to see that at Bowling Green, initially there was word saying they were going to build right-hand drives in a batch and then build left-hand drive in another batch. And they went like everybody else, which is the most normal way, the left, right, as it goes down the line. It's good to see. It's, my particular C8, I was fortunate to do the photography book with the museum. So I've got photos all the way through the build of the car. So that was awesome. So anything else? I'm a 400 level judge. Wendy's a 300 level judge. Yep. Yeah, well, I'm also I'm the president of NCRS Australia. I'm the the Australian judging chairman. Wendy's the secretary. So we've sort of double caps, NCRS Australia's been going for 25 years, but I don't know what it's like here, but no one wants to put their hand up to take my position. Every time I resign, there's a revolution, No, the position's yours. You've been given it, and that's it. It's yours. So, but it's life. Yeah. It's always a group of people that always runs everything. Yes. Beg pardon? A coupe. Yeah. The orange. Yeah. LT3. Oh, it's a lovely car, but yeah, it's easy to fall wraith of the police. Pardon? 110 kilometres max, normally 80 or 60 in a build-up area. So, but, like we drove from Sydney down to Canberra, which is our national capital. And I'm just cruising down the highway talking to Wendy and not concentrating. I look down, I'm doing like 137 in 110. And because we've got huge fines for speeding compared to what we've seen in these last 2 days. My heavens, this guy's over here, unbelievable, But we also run a point system, so you've only got 15 points and then they take your licence off you. The same here, is it? Some states, yeah. 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 I can see that by the drivers. It is. It's right. Like today, coming to Jerry's place, we're doing 75 in the 60 zone, just to keep up without being run over. And then this bike passed us. If he wasn't doing 120, it was just unbelievable. And he's in and out. And I thought, there's a, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Jerry. I brought a couple of sheds around. We've got a couple of shirts. We've got another club that I'm a member of, which is called the New South Wales Corvette Car Club. We do national conventions every year. This year, what we have is 7 states: New South Wales, Queensland, Western Australia, South Australia, Northern Territory, ACT, and Victoria. Sorry, I got it. And like here, we rotate around every year to have a national convention. They normally get 250, 300 cars, which is not a lot of cars compared to here, but then we've only got 22 million people also, so yeah, that's right, yeah. Well, all around the east coast, across the bottom and up the west coast, it's very limited population, but yeah. Yeah. Well, the 35 luxury car tax was brought in to protect the Australian car manufacturing, the Holden, the Ford, the Toyota, the Mitsubishi, and they all left. Everything's shut down. There's no more production in Australia at all, but they will not drop that luxury car tax, you know. Yeah, no. Like you buy a 63 split with, you know, no heater, no radio and vinyl seats, and it still falls under luxury car. So I've never really got a handle on what luxury is. Luxury is $67,275, and that's it. Yeah, exactly. So Jerry's always got a car, and I'm driving one tomorrow, apparently. Yeah, we're running around about 2,300 C8s right now, which is, it's a very popular car. But the biggest problem is it's been really, instead of GMSV letting it go through enthusiasts, a la myself and club members and stuff, they sort of opened it up. So all the flippers got in, and they were, and so they're paying $198, and they were selling them for $298, and they're making $100,000 profit on it. The thing they didn't realise that in Australia, if you bring a car in, you have to declare how much that car is, every car that comes in. And if you sell that car in a 12-month period, and you sell it for $200,000 and you paid $100,000, you've still got to pay the luxury car tax on that profit that you made. You've paid it on the price of the car, but they want their dip on, like all governments, you know, they rip you off well and truly. All right, well, I think that's about it. Look, once again, thank you for letting Wendy and I come tonight. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Have a look at the shirts before.
Yeah, thank you very much. And Jerry, thank you very much for bringing them to the meeting tonight. Great. Okay, so we'll do a road trip. All right. All right, good deal. All right. Mr. Jim, you're up. Question. Wendy? She says no.
Safe to stand here? Okay, there has been a lot of racing action since we met last. Starting with July 15th. Oops. No, wait. June. I have to come back to July. June 28th, the International GT Challenge had the 24 Hours of Spa, which is in Belgium. Johor Motorsports, the number 0 car with Ben Green, Jordan Love, Prince Jeffrey Ibrahim, Prince Abu Bakr Ibrahim. They started in 9th in the Pro-Am class. They had to serve an early race penalty for contact. The rest of the race was trouble-free. By the 6th hour, they were up to P5. They started 9th. They were up to P5. By the 12-hour mark, the halfway point, they moved up to P2. Then with less than 8 hours left, they took the lead of the race. They held off strong competition and several caution periods to take the win and posting the fastest lap in the process. Another victory for Corvette. Also, June 28th, Sunday, IMSA was at Watkins Glen for a 6-hour race. GTD Pro, the number 3 car, qualified in 8th. Number 4 car qualified 10th. GTD, due to a crash with heavy contact early in the qualifying session, they ran out of time to meet the minimum time allowed for qualifying, so they lined up by points. So if you were first in points, you started on the pole, so on, in back. Okay? And let's see. So the field started by points. So Team 13, 13 Autosports, which is number 13, started 8th. Number 81 started 13th. Number 81 is the Dragon Speed car. And number 36, DXDT, they started in 14th. At about 35 minutes into the race, the whole field pitted during a full course caution, while still under yellow, a GTP car ran into the back of another car, causing a chain reaction. That chain reaction ended up taking the number 81 Dragon Speed car out of the race. For most of the race, I take it back. For most of the race, ultimately coming back to finish 16th, many laps behind. The number 13 car was running 4th place with 45 minutes left and had a puncture, pushing them back to finishing 13th. Number 36 was leading with 10 minutes left, only to stop for a splash of fuel, dropping them down to 11th. GTD Pro, the number 3 car with Sims driving, finished 4th. The number 4 car with Katzberg driving finished 5th, only to be penalized post-race for contact, dropping them to 8th. July. I got my pages, I didn't rip them out of the book. Okay. June 21st, which is what I should have started with. I'm reading today's date up here. And anyway, we're going to go back to Father's Day, June 21st, the annual Pikes Peak Hill Climb. Does anybody follow that at all? J.R. Hildebrand, ex-IndyCar driver, set the production car record in a Corvette ZR1X, beating the old mark by 23 seconds. The race to the 14,150-foot summit is 12.42 miles, which includes 156 curves, switchbacks, sheer drop-offs, and no guardrails. JR set a time of 9 minutes 30.104 seconds. The car was bone stock except for a lot of safety equipment such as roll cage, fuel cell, seatbelt harnesses, fire systems, cutoff switches, and ran on DOT tires, not even race tires. Also in production class, YouTube personality Amelia Hartford drove a Corvette C8 ZR1, becoming the fastest woman on 4 wheels up the hill in production class. She broke the record by 6 seconds with a time of 10 minutes, 11.018. Okay. Now we'll get back on schedule. July 12th, this last Sunday, IMSA was in Mosport in Canada. GTD Pro, Alexander Sims qualified in 3rd. He ended up finishing 9th. Katzberg, in the number 4 car, qualified 4th. He finished 4th. They felt that was the best result due to a BOP that limited their speed on the 2 long straightaways. GTD number 36 DXDT car, Filippi qualified in 2nd place. On the pit stop to change drivers with Robbie Wickens, the paraplegic who drives with hand controls, they noticed that with the hand controls, the return spring for the throttle was broken. Now, they had to rebuild that entire car. Actually, it's a different car because their car, if you remember, was totally destroyed when their transporter caught fire and burned everything to the ground. So they're going through a few teething things because it's a brand new car, and of course you always have problems with brand new cars. But anyway, so they finally got him out, and they ended up finishing. Oh, I'm sorry, they did not finish. Yeah. The number 81 Dragon Speed qualified 8th, finished 10th. The number 13th Autosport car had issues starting, and they ended up finishing 12th. The next race is at Road America, the 6-hour race, August 2nd. Also July 12th, the FIA WEC World Endurance Championship at the 6 hours of Sao Paulo, Brazil. TF Sport, number 34 Team Turkey car, gave TF Sport a second win in a row. Drivers Charlie Eastwood, Sally Ulick, Peter Dempsey teamed up to run mistake-free on the track. The crew and the engineering team had a flawless performance. The number 34 car also set a new standard by winning from someplace other than the front row. Nobody's done that before in that series. They started from 10th. So that was a good showing on their part. TF Sports' other car, number 33, the car with Ben Keating, Johnny Edgar, and Nicky Verone. Nicky was substituting for Nicky Katzberg, who was at Mosport in the number 4 car for Pratt Miller. They ended up finishing 8th after starting 12th. Having a problem with a driver's door that wouldn't stay closed. After repairs were made, the trio drove trouble-free to earn valuable points despite carrying extra, we've talked about this before, success ballast for winning Le Mans and leading in the points chase. So they give you success ballast. So you get penalized for being good and fast. But they did earn enough points to put all 3 TF Sport drivers first, second, third in the Drivers' Championship. And it comes out first, second, and third because Edgar is in first place. Katzberg is second after missing that race, so he lost points there, so he's in second. And Keating is in third place because he missed the first 2 races of the year due to injury. So their next race is September 6th at COTA. Okay. I found an interesting video on YouTube. It's by a guy called Grooved Slick, and it's How Corvette Conquered Le Mans. It's about a half-hour video, and most of the entire video is in-car cameras showing you all the different passes and all the different strategies and everything that led to Corvette winning their class in the 24 Hours Le Mans. I suggest you look at it. And speaking of 24 Hours Le Mans, did you know that the brake pads on those cars that they run 24 hours, they're over an inch thick, 30 millimeters. That's over an inch thick on the pads. And yet, they don't always make the full race with an inch of pad. So, it's tough. That's it.
Thank you, Jim. And we got some event coming up at the end of this month. I think who has signed up for the car show? Oh, cool. All right. Bill's going to give us a rundown of what we need and what we're looking forward to. So it's going to be a good car show.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jim. If you don't watch racing, there's plenty to watch. Just look for it. It's pretty cool. So, car show update. Car show is the biggest event of the year. You know, it creates a profit for our club, and those profits we use to do some of our events and some of our food costs. I believe we had 52 cars pre-registered this morning when Jeannie finished up, and we had a few more come in today. So we're at 50-some pre-registered Corvettes. How many, Jeannie? We're at 60 as of right now. We published 2,750 flyers and 30 posters. All of them have been handed out. I think I have 3 posters left. The printer made a mistake on one of our flyers. They made it the wrong size, so we got an extra 500. I have some of those if you'd like to use them. We have several food vendors and merchandise vendors confirmed to be at our car show. We have some new ones. Confirmed meaning that Kevin sent them an email in the past week or so, and they actually are confirmed and on the calendar. But keep in mind, we don't pay them anything. They come on their own. If they don't feel like coming, sometimes they don't show up. Hopefully we'll get at least half of them. Our charity is the Lake County Sheriff Canine Unit again. We have Deputy Zerba and his dog Hemi making an appearance at our car show if everything goes well. Yeah, you guys like that, Hemi? Yeah. We're asking all of you to wear your club anniversary shirts, the red ones, if you have them. Good news, no construction at Lynch. Remember, originally we talked about them doing some remodeling. We might have to change. We don't have to change how we did things last year. We'll probably just be a little fuller because we have more vendors and hopefully more cars. Last year it was really hot, and one of our challenges was finding shade. So I'm asking you to bring a tent, bring a chair with an umbrella. If you bring a tent, try to put it in a safe place, put some weights on it, stake it to the ground if you can. There are some grass areas that you could do that. Plan on it being hot. It usually is. We still need some help to run our car show. The sign-up sheets are taped on the table over where Jeannie's sitting. We have a few openings, not a whole lot. I am asking you to please be flexible with maybe moving what you signed up for around a little bit. We might have to move people around just to balance our help needs. It's always better to have too much help than not enough help. The benefit is if we have too much, some of you can take a break and enjoy the show instead of having to work multiple shifts. The biggest push for help is usually between 8 and noon. It's the morning hours where we're getting cars situated, the food vendors are coming in. Setup is kind of crazy for the first couple hours, and then we start getting the cars. Registration, we could have 30, 40 cars waiting in line just to get into the show. So we might have to move some helpers over there when that happens. So please be flexible. If you haven't pre-registered your car, please do so as soon as possible. You can do it tonight. You can do it online. It's really helpful to have cars pre-registered. It makes the registration process so much easier and time-saving to get the cars into the lot. If you still have a flyer, please give it to any Chevy that you would like to see at our show. I do it all the time. You're somewhere in a parking lot. If you see a Corvette or a Camaro or old Chevy, I stick that flyer on their windshield. And have a little comment there. We'd love to see you at our show. Especially, in the next, we only have 11 days to our car show. So please do that. That's pretty much all I have on the car show. Does anybody have any questions about the car show? Really? I'm ready for you. Okay, so please help if you can. We need all the help we can get. Like I said, the more the better. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. And we want to thank Bill and Kevin for organizing all of this. They've really been working hard, and it looks like it's going to be a real good show. So, Frank's going to come up and talk to us about how much we drive. So we have been running the high mileage program for quite a while, and Frank is going to tell us about this year.
Hello, everybody. Every year we do a high mileage award. It's the Lou Morabito High Mileage Award, who is a former member who had passed. And we decided to make a high mileage award in his honor. So this year, everyone should sign up for this because it gives you an idea how many miles you drive every year. You don't have to keep track. If insurance asks you, it's a good way of doing it. But Jeff Harlow keeps track of all the numbers. And let's start out with the awards. We're going to start with C3. There were 3 members who participated, and the winner is Tom Sherrick with his C3. We could give it to him. And this year we redesigned the award a little bit. And if you like the old design, it's in the back of the frame, so I printed both. And the new design is comps of my son. He was at our house Sunday, and I asked him, is there something ChatGTP could do to our old design? And he did it, and thank the internet, AI.
Read the number.
Okay.
I want to thank all
He's
my
the
mechanics
C3
and all my helpers.
in
Glenn Bloom, thank you for your help.
4,365 miles in his
Keeps the car on the
C3.
road. Thanks, guys.
And he didn't bring it to Shark Fest last weekend. Figures. Okay, the second goes to the C4, Frank Cooper, who's online. He's not here tonight. Frank, you got an award. We'll keep it till you get here, hopefully next month. 205 miles. Come on, the C4 could beat that. All right, we're going into the C5. 3 members participated in the C5. My wife and I ended up winning with 2,404 miles. Thank you. We're moving into the C6. 2 members have participated in the C6. And the winner is Eric Kirschner with 6,565 miles. And the cool thing with the awards, we tried to match the picture with your car. So, it's somewhat close. Good job. C7, again, 3 members have participated in the C7 award. The winner was Greg and Maria Elkhart, which they're not here tonight. So they are. Greg's here. Excellent. And accepting for Maria is Greg, and they also are the overall winner in the High Mileage Award with 19,920 miles. Good job. And then the C8, we had 4 members participate. The winner, Doug and Cordes Storms, with 12,711 miles. So congratulations to all our high mileage award winners. Hopefully more will participate next year. All right.
Okay. You know, even if you only put a few miles on a year, you should at least have your car entered, okay? Because we're actually dropping. Every year we've got less and less people, less and less cars, but we have more and more members. I don't get it. So in 24-25, there were 24 cars on the list, but only 15 had mileage, okay? 9 without, for a total of 113,832 miles, divided by 15, we had 7,588.8 miles per
Point.
car.
Let's figure out a road trip.
This year, we had 12 cars with mileage. And we drove a total of 78,724 for a 6,560 average mileage for those cars. So, I mean, I really encourage you to just get on the list, whether you drive 5 miles. We have somebody who drove a couple miles and won. I'm not going to mention who who that was. He had to take his 67 out to get gas. He won because he was the only one in C2 that had any mileage. So I'm just saying, seriously, get on the list. It doesn't hurt. And once a year, have it read, whatever. You may win with 3 miles. Yeah. Yes, Bill. At any time. You can get on the list anytime. You can get on now. And next May, we'll read the mileage. And then every May after that, you'll get mileage. So you'll get an update because you stay in the database. Okay? This mileage thing. Yes, Barb.
You can also send your mileage to Jeff.
Yes. If you can email him or text him a photo of your mileage by midnight of the May meeting. Okay? So that's it. That's when it ends. You have to have your mileage by then. So you can't say, well, I didn't have my car, and then you go out and you drive 5,000 miles to come back and say, well, here, this is my mileage. Of course, nobody would do that, but I'm just making this up. Oh yeah. You can send Jeff a photo right now with your name and with all your pertinent information, and then he'll get you going on the mileage thing. Now, yes, there. It is May meeting to May meeting, but no. I said midnight of the May meeting. Membership meeting. Oh yeah. I don't know what the date is, but it's okay. But as far as mileage things, when I joined this club, 8 years ago or something, years ago we came from motorcycle world, okay? Tom Ford and I rode together for many, many years, and they have a thing there called the Iron Butt Award. And each chapter does theirs differently, but for our chapter, you had to have a minimum of 10,000 miles to even enter. This is on a motorcycle. You don't ride in the winter at all, okay? I mean, there were years I had 11,000, 12,000, 13,000 miles. One year I had over 16,000 miles. I was nowhere near the winter. So, I mean, those bikers get out and ride. There's no excuse that we can't get into our air-conditioned, heated, covered cars and put a few miles on. I'm just saying, okay? So, but anyway, send Jeff your information and get on the list. Thank you.
Very good. The stat man.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Jim. Let's see. Let's take care of some business. Cordis, do we have a winner in the blue Corvette? Nobody. Okay. Who has been on the website in the last 30 days? Poor showing. Poor showing. So, in case you didn't know, what we have is a little blue Corvette, and it moves around our website. It goes to different pages. And if you find it, and you're the first one to find it, and you click it, it goes to Cordis, and then Cordis will put you down as the first one to find it, and you get a $10 gift card if you're at the meeting. Yes. So next month, let's everybody get on the website. All right, Jeannie. She is our treasurer. She holds our money. We trust her with our cash.
Okay, I'll start with the good stuff. Beginning balance was $13,240.99. Our deposits and additions were $4,468.96. Checks paid was $1,554.22. We had an ATM debit card withdrawal for $50. Okay, what that was for is we had a $50 gift card for the banquet from American Outfitters, and they didn't charge us for that until the person used it. So that's why we have that $50. And we have ending balance of $16,105.73. We had a lot of renewals, a lot of car shows come in, and we've had sponsorship. So we're doing pretty good. Okay? Everybody okay with that? Okay. So now we go to the birthday game. Oops. I have to. Okay. Okay. So everybody that has a birthday in the month of July, we will run their name across the board, and they will stop it on one of the names, and we will give them a Culver's gift card so that they can go and have ice cream or whatever. Dean? Wait a minute. Is it your birthday this month? You are not on there. But we will put your name on, okay? I'm sorry. Our wheel didn't have you. Okay. So you'll be on there, and from now on you'll be on there. Oh, stop. Stop. Okay, so here we go. Daryl's birthday was July 2nd. Doug Storm's, July 12th. Let's see. Bob Minke, July 28th. Dean Tarkowski, July 13th. Chicago and Felicia, they are July the last, which is the 31st. Okay, now I have a question. My question is, I feel like I'm so loud. God, I really don't need one of these. Shh. So the question is, Daryl, what president had a Corvette? What president had a Corvette? Okay. Was there any more? Okay. Okay. So now I guess everybody knows who it was. Well, that's not good. I guess I need to come up with something else real fast. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So, okay, I have one for you. Let's see. There's going to be a car giveaway on Wheel of Fortune. Who's giving that car away? Doug? Do you know? Do you know who was on there and he's giving that car away? I do all the time, but I still can't remember who it is. He's has all the cars. Jay Leno, there you go. Now everybody knows that question. All right, Bob Minke. What kind of birthday cake do you like? What kind of birthday cake do you like? Chocolate? Okay. Chicago? What's your birthday cake like? Awesome. Felicia? Oh, man. Okay, good. All right, after we went through all those questions, so now I'm going to have Cordis make the spinner go. Dog Storms. Where is he? Where's he at? Oh. Doug, where are you? Oh, there you are. You're standing up. I'm blind. Happy birthday. Okay, I'm done.
Happy birthday, everyone. Dean, what's your favorite birthday cake? Dean, he didn't ask Dean. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Okay, we're going to move on to new members. Debbie. Yeah, anybody know Debbie? Debbie's been here a few years. How many is it this year? 40 years in the club.
No. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. How is everyone? Good. And you know what? I didn't need to. I'm Debbie. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming, and that was really interesting. Thank you. And I hope I win a shirt. And I put them all in there. Okay. So we have a guest tonight. When did you visit us? Like a year ago? Yeah. And he's going to join tonight. So he's a guest, and let's welcome him. His name is Joe. Joe, you want to stand up? Yes. Tell him about your car.
Yes. So work got in the way. Probably 16 months later, finally had enough time to join. But I have a 24 or so a C8 convertible Riptide blue metallic, I think it is. And based on the mileage stuff, there's no way I'm going to win that because I think I'm doing about 1,800 a year on it right now. So, yep. But looking forward to the events, and which is great. Yes, thank you. I have to check in with the other half to see if I can make it, but I would like to make it if I can. So,
Thank you so much and welcome. Thank you. And I think that's Joe is our guest. Joe is going to be our new member, and I think that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. And to let you know that Jerry is close behind at 39 years, right? I think you're 39 years this year. 39 and a half. Let's be precise about this. Gail. Gail is going to tell us about our Cross Flag Awards.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So our cross flags, I'll just give a brief description of it, are points where when you come to an event, you get a couple of points, you get an extra point if you drive your Corvette. Okay. And you get a new patch every 10 points up to 150, and then a gold star for every 100 after that. And once you get to 900, you become a lifetime member. Okay. All right, so first with 90 points is Kathy Zamazal. And 93 points, Ken Zamazal. Okay, next is 110 points, Daryl Jenks. Thank you, Eric. So next is with 130, Evelyn Quinzio. Can we give that to Frank? Okay, Next is 252 points, Marie Eckert. And can we give it to Greg, please? Next, at 450 points, is Gary Dayton. Getting your steps in, Eric. And for 450 points, Bob Menke. Okay, and last but not least, for 2,151 points, is Eric Kirschner. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail. All right, Frank is going to tell us what we've done and what we're going to do.
Hello again. We had like 5 events this last month since our last meeting. There was the ladies' lunch, hosted by Mary. Yeah, she sent me a picture. If anyone has pictures, please send them to me. I could get them on the OneDrive, and then you'll see them on our website, hopefully. Ken and Kathy did a candy car show at the candy shop. And then they also did a pizza party at their Corvette condo. They said everything turned out well. They had a good time, and they thank everyone for coming. We had the Shark Fest last weekend. That was with the NCRS guys out in West Dundee. We had a good showing. I think we had 6 members come with their C3s, which was really good. We did a mailboat tour. Greg and Maria did that. It was Paul and Mary did that. Yes, the Ziegenhorns. It was a rainy day, but it turned out really well. I think there were roughly 20 of us that participated. Went and had lunch afterwards, and turned out a good day in Lake Geneva. 4th of July parade that Tom and Debbie hosted. I don't know much about it. Do you want to say anything?
Well, we had a good day. It started out cloudy, looked like it was going to rain, but then, of course, the clouds parted and we kept on rolling. So we had 21 cars in the first parade, and I think we had somewhere in the neighborhood of 13, 14 cars in the second parade. And it turned out really well. So we gained a new friend there, Kevin. Was in a C3. He saw us in the Arlington Heights parade, and then he showed up in a C3 in the Mount Prospect parade. And unfortunately, he didn't make it tonight, but we're hoping that he comes and joins us at a meeting. So, there's a wrap up on it online on the website under event summaries, and we have pictures of all participants.
Very good. All right. Thank you. Okay, and now getting into this month's events. This weekend on Saturday, we're doing a multi-club Corvette Social up in Waterford, Wisconsin. Bill's going to talk about it with the details.
Thanks, Frank. Sorry, it's me again. So this weekend, Saturday, it's the first time event for a multi-Corvette Social. It's being held up in Michigan, Wisconsin at the Lions Club. There's 7 clubs that are involved. We are one of them, Sunburst is one of them, and the other 5 are Wisconsin clubs. There's going to be 3 food trucks there. There's going to be bar service in the building. Because of the heat, all the seating and entertainment will be inside a building that holds 300 people. So obviously they're concerned about us. There will be a bag tournament. And as far as seating, their attempt is to try to get us to socialize with each other. So they're mixing up where the cars are being parked. They're mixing up the bag tournament that they're going to do, so it's not the same club members playing against each other. We're asking you to wear your club shirts. There's no fee for this event. Our club actually paid part of the cost to put this event on. It was pretty reasonable, but it gives us free entrance All you need is your name tag to get in. And they're just going to park you right away, and once you're parked, then you go to the table and register, and they'll be giving us all different name tags in different colors for the different clubs. So it's about a 45-minute drive from the state line, but we've added a little extra thing to do. Jeannie and I are going to lead a back road drive from Gurney Mills, from the Bass Pro shop that's on the far back corner of Gurney Mills. We're gonna meet there at 9 a.m. We're not going to have breakfast, but if you need to stop, there's a McDonald's there. You can easily use their bathroom and get some breakfast if you'd like. I will pass out directions and have you sign the waiver, and we will plan on leaving about 9:20. It'll take probably about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half, depending on traffic and if we have any problems. I did not scan out the trip. I didn't go drive it myself, but Jim and I are pretty familiar with the roads there. I did have to make some changes because there is some construction on some of the roads we looked at. But the return trip is on your own. There are several different ways to get home. If you're familiar with Waterford, Wisconsin, it's just north of that. The address is actually Waterford. It's on a main highway, Highway 164, which turns into K, and K, as you go east, will hit the Expressway 94. So if you're in a real hurry to get there, you can go right up 94, go west on K, K turns into 164, and you can just punch in the address for the Lions Club. But on the way home, you can leave whenever you like. Route 83 is a great ride to come back home. It's pretty cool. You go through some little towns. You can also take 36 and go into Lake Geneva. There's a lot of back roads there you can do. And if you want to get home in a hurry, you just take the main drag K over to the expressway and get home. So I need to know who would be interested in going Saturday morning. Okay, so we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. I know Barnage is going to go 7 cars, G9, 8 cars. Okay. I think this will be a real interesting event for our club. You know, the goal is to meet people from another club, see what they do, see how they operate. You never know. We might learn something. I'm sure we will. Jeannie and I were there for a meeting a few weeks ago, and the people are really very nice, very wonderful. They're not our enemies. They're our friends. We all love Corvettes, and they want to have fun. Okay, any questions? Rain or shine. 9 o'clock, Gurney Mills, Bass Pro parking lot. Okay?
Thank you. Very next day, Sunday, July 19th, we got the Cars and Cigars event at Newman's Cigars and More. Gail and Ron are hosting it. There's a sign-in sheet up at the table. Sign it so they could save parking for everyone. Gail's suggesting getting there around 9:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah, it's starting. Some of the flyers said starting at 12, but it's actually got moved up to 11 to 3. We adjusted the website. I think most of the flyers are adjusted, so sign in if you want some reserved parking with Gail. Get there early and enjoy the afternoon. Anything else?
It's real laid back. It's all car, but our Corvettes are all in like the same area together. What's fun is they always have food. Last year, Cooper's Hawk was there giving out wine. That was kind of nice. Culver's brings custard, and the Lake County Sheriff comes and does a canine demonstration, and that's very cool. So it's a fun day. A lot of people we keep seeing over and over, and it just makes for a good day. And it's not a long day. So come on out and have fun. Get there early. Anything else?
Oh, and it's all fundraising for Special Olympics, so couldn't be another good cause, so yay. I said food. Yes, that's okay, you were sleeping.
Thank you, Gail and Ron, for hosting us. July 23rd, it's a Thursday, from 5 to 8 p.m., Black Dog Speed Shop is hosting the 25th Annual Market Square Car Show in historic Lake Forest. I think there's some flyers up on the table. Tonight, I'm going to try to get it on our website and also on our planner, which is probably a little too late, but please come and support Black Dog, who is supporting this car show in Lake Forest Thursday night, 5 to 8. The proceeds will benefit AIM at Melanoma Foundation, so it's a very good thing. Register, go, Thursday evening, have a good time. We already talked about the car show. Bill spoke about it.
Hey. Yeah, hey, something about the car show. We are also doing trophy sponsorship this year. And what that is, if for a small fee, we will put your name down as a sponsor for a particular trophy. You can select the trophy. And we will be announcing your name, and you can do that sponsorship for yourself, or you can put it in honor of somebody, or something like that. But we will be announcing those at the car show, and then we will have them up on the website after the car show. Debbie has a spreadsheet to sign up for sponsorship.
Thank you. And then Monday, July 27th, Ron and Gail are hosting a trip to the San Filippo Collection in Barrington Hills. He's a collector of all kinds of antiques, from jukeboxes to player pianos to carousels. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. She said she has roughly 30 people signed up already. There's some flyers on the table. If you want to go, sign up, pay the lady. It's like $55 per person. 35? Oh, $35 a person. And it should be an awesome sight to see a collection like this. July 28th, it's a Tuesday. Daryl and Renee are doing an ice cream social for St. Jude's at the Oberweis Dairy in Allenton Heights. The 20% of the proceeds will go to St. Jude's if you mention the fundraiser. Daryl and Renee will be there from 5 to 7:30 p.m. The fundraiser goes, I think, from 10 in the morning to 10 at night, maybe? 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So basically all day. If you mention it, you'll get a discount. Or no, the proceeds, 20% of the proceeds will go to St. Jude's. This is our second time doing this, so it should be good. With all this heat, some ice cream might be a good idea. Sunday, August 2nd, we're going to go to Road America to see Black Dog race. No? Not that. Corvette racing at the IMSA Sports Car Weekend. Bill's going to mention something about that.
Here we go again. So this weekend, if you paid attention to Mr. Barnich's presentation with all those Corvettes, I believe 5 or 6 of them will be there August 2nd. This year at Road America, the race is now a 6-hour race. It kind of goes along with the other long races that you've seen, the Le Mans, the 6 hours of Saline, the one that Jim just talked about. Anyways, the race is Sunday, the actual race. The race starts at 10:40 a.m. It'll be 6 hours. There's not a lot going on before the race starts. One event is if you want to do a track tour with your Corvette, you can sign up for it. I believe it's going to be right around 8 a.m. It's about $80. You got to get a ticket ahead of time because it's limited. Then they have a Porsche track also that they get to do some laps. It's a huge event. There are hundreds of thousands of people there campers, all kinds of car fans, a ton of vendors. It is a lot of fun. If you like race day, there's, as Doug Feehan would say, it's his favorite place. There's brats, beers, and babes. That's what Doug Feehan says, not me. But it's really a blast. And the Corvette Corral is over 240 cars. A lot of Corvettes have to park outside of the corral. There's a lot of clubs that show up and they set up a party and tent and they share food and have a good old time. There are shuttles that take you around the whole track. There's probably 100 vendors. So the details are real simple. You're on your own to get there and get into the Corvette Corral. Jeannie and I and Jim and Linda will be there the whole weekend. So we'll be looking for you Sunday morning in the Corvette Corral if you decide to come up. If you love racing, I recommend you come up. It's only not even a 2-hour drive. It's about an hour and a half from the state line. So, any questions? Look up the website, Road America. Yeah, Eric. For just the one day, I believe it's $80. And then if you do a Corvette, some of our members have done the Corvette tour around the track. Russ did it a couple years ago. Frank's done it. It's a phenomenal place, I'm telling you. It's really cool. Anybody want to schedule? I have a few copies for you.
I suggest get your tickets online before you go there, so that way you get into it a lot easier than buying tickets on site. Black Dog will be there at the end of August, the 28th to the 30th. So I jumped the gun on that. Sunday, August 9th, there's Gurney Days Car Show at Viking State Park in Gurnee. Kevin's hosting that. That's from 8 to 3 p.m. Sunday, August 18th, there's the Corvette Invasion at the Pyramid, the Gold Pyramid. Kevin's hosting that. That's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Corvettes only. The Palatine Classic Car Show the same day, later in the evening, from 4 to 7 p.m. in Palatine, that Debbie and Tom are going to talk about, or Tom will talk about.
All right, and it's on Sunday, August 16th, right?
Yep.
All right, Sunday, August 16th. This is an inaugural event for Palatine Chamber of Commerce. They're going to do a car show at the Emmanuel Lutheran parking lot. They're going to have, you can register your car for the car show for $15. They're going to have trophies. They're going to have the street feasts going on that day, so it's going to be a lot of food trucks. It's if you go without registering, it's free admission. It's right in downtown Palatine. If anyone's been there, it's got a lot of nice restaurants, bars, whatever you need. So it's a nice place to go, and it's be good to support them.
Very good. Thank you. And on Wednesday, August 19th, we'll be back here for our membership meeting. And I'm going to mention one other thing that's after that meeting, and that's the St. Jude Corvette Day at the Autobahn for St. Jude. So if you're getting tired of car shows, you could go to a car show and get on the track with your car at the Autobahn, and it supports St. Jude's. Dan Gove and Ray are hosting that at the Audubon Country Club, which is a phenomenal place if you haven't been there. It'd be worth just going to check it out, and maybe you could become a member if you could dig into your pockets deep enough. And that's all I have for right now. Daryl wants to talk about an event or a future event that he is planning and needs some input and wants to give some people some insight.
Thank you. There's 2 events that are coming up. One, we just want to find out if there's any interest so Renee can make further plans. Saturday, August 15th, we wanted to have a drive through the small towns, cornfields, and countryside of Illinois to Farnsworth House for a guided tour of this private residence, now a National Historic Landmark, created by architect Mies van der Rohe. After the tour, we'll have a lunch stop at Crusade's Burger Bar in Yorktown. Let us know if you're interested in this event by signing the sheet that I'm going to pass around. More info will be sent to your email. Your ticket is approximately $30. I'm going to send this around. Also in September, we're going to plan another poker run. Last year, we went to Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin. This year will be a 2-night hotel stay in the Galena area, leaving on a Friday and returning Sunday. This is not completely planned yet, but the weekend will include scenic driving, a supper club dinner, and hopefully a ghost tour. Please let us know if you're interested in this event by signing the interest sheet that's on the going to pass around. There's 2 spots to express interest with your name and email. Okay? Thank you, Frank.
It's very good. Looks like some interesting items to do. So, any other questions or thoughts? All right, thank you everyone for hosting events. Oh, Cheesecake Factory. Can we see by a raise of hands how many people are interested in going to the Cheesecake Factory after our meeting? Okay. All right, thank you everyone.
Very good. Thank you very much. Come on. When Felicia says she wants to talk, she gets the microphone.
I want to thank everyone who has been participating in the Honor Flight raffle. We have a little over $1,100 so far, and I'm very grateful to you for your generosity. Debbie Bama has made the Corvette ladies jacket, and then this evening Brian brought a guitar replica wall hanging. So if you'd like to get tickets on that, we're going to be at the table. And again, thank you so much for your generosity and helping the veterans get to Washington. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, yeah, we have a lot. I told you it was going to be a full night. All right, I think we're ready for raffle. And we have Sue Ratter and Chicago coordinating. Going to be over there? All right, here we go. We're on the run. All right, so who gets the microphone?
Okay,